Okay, Dr. Lopez, can you tell me what did you think about the training today?
It's a new way of seeing the business. It's a more in-depth, technical, I would say precise. I never seen the business this way, and I couldn't explain it so clear to them. So for me, it was open mind, more structural, professional, organized way to see the business, and the way to have it in the software, and it is very easy to handle, to follow up, and keep building up.
Awesome. So guys, anybody, what was your biggest takeaway today? Anybody can answer.
I think for me, I've seeing like there's things in there that I've never even looked at before, like the wages, even for like the hygienists, like what they should be making versus what they're producing, I think was really cool to see, and that they're in the range that they should be. I've never really thought to kind of keep a radar on that, but I think definitely now it's something that obviously I'll look at often, and it's something it's good to see kind of where we are within the industry standard. So I think that's my biggest takeaway.
Awesome.
I agree. I think we make a lot of decisions kind of blind sometimes, it seems like, especially with like hiring and things like that. And I think having the tool to be able to know when you should hire, knowing like how much, when you bring people on, how much they should be producing, what are the ranges, I think is going to be really important in terms of being able to manage employees and managing the department, and knowing when you're on track, off track for the things that are actually going to really contribute to the bottom line.
Awesome.
I think for me, we've had the accounting on site twice now, and we've gotten the KPIs and like everything set up for us twice now. And I think that by involving more team members than just like the owner and like who's involved in setting up the accounting training, by having more people involved in it, I think it just increases the accountability that it happens every month, that we review it every month, and then the more people who have an understanding of how to increase the numbers, whether it's increasing collections like we've always focused on, or trying to control expenses, I think ultimately it'll be something that'll just have a positive increase on the bottom line.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody, how will the information that you learned today, how is this going to help you in the future, do you think?
I think,
No, you're good. Go ahead. I was gonna say, in relating to each other, I feel like when we're talking about how things affect cross-departmentally, that a lot of times if it's like one person's opinion versus another, but if you're able to look at it from like a profitability standpoint, what's in the best interest of the company, I think it'll actually make some of the conversations that we get stuck on a lot easier, because we'll have better tools to work through them.
Great.
100%. I was going to say something very similar, that we're all speaking like the same language now too. When we have meetings, I think they're going to be more effective, because we have a whole new set of like stats and a whole new like bank of data to look at when we're making decisions. And it's good to know that like there are the specific stats that are going to increase the profitability of the company, which is going to allow us to grow faster.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be mine.
Yeah, and then even when it comes to like ordering, something so simple as ordering, knowing that there's like one order here and there could like make or break the bottom line, like the 9 cents. So just keeping that in mind when making decisions, and not just making decisions like on the fly, just like keeping that in mind when making big decisions.
Dr. Lopez, let me ask you, would you recommend this training to another doctor?
Yeah, for sure. Every single member in 5X on the CEO program, they have to do it. And I want to say thank you to Jay and you, because I have been with the Scaling Institute like 8 years, 9 years, and I won't 10. So I will never put something together like this by myself. So what you guys did, it was amazing, and they love it. I can tell.
Yeah.
It would drive the business like a business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yes.
So, is there any feedback how we can improve the training that you guys just went through?
I would say the only thing, just, and it's probably my fact finder, is when we were going through how to actually break down our, I'm forgotten, no, MD&A?
MD&A.
MD&A.
Yep.
Just more clarification on like what to put in it. Like I said, it's just my Colby, I think, but
Yeah.
more on like what exactly should we be putting in each section? Do we have to do opportunities, like do we have to use each
Right.
section that's in there, or can we kind of make it our own?
Mhm.
Do we want it to be exactly the same structure? And that might have been a conversation we just should have had amongst each other, but maybe, cause I think you said multiple times it's up to us, but I
Mhm.
think maybe we just, before
Yeah.
we started, could have gotten on the same page of like exactly how we wanted it structured.
I think it
Um,
is something so new, and if you don't ask questions about how you wanna do it, we could have done it in, I
All
think,
different
in all
ways.
different ways,
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
Right.
Just having it more,
And maybe like some examples of what some,
Yeah, maybe
like,
that would be good.
of like what some ideal ones look like, but
Yeah.
even though they
Even
could
like
be
the
different.
table. Like
Yeah.
having I love that when I found out too late that they were doing tables, but the tables makes it
Mhm.
so much easier to read.
Right.
So even giving like on the front
Yeah.
end, like you could use tables and make it easier to read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we're the first group, I mean, we added tables in every section,
So now
so
he's
maybe
gonna
But now I feel like
everyone.
putting
you're-
tables in every
So
section.
tell everyone to
so
make
like-
Tell
a
everyone
table.
to make tables, because
Yeah.
when you're reading it, it's so much more clear to read
Perfect.
it when it's in a table versus just the written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank
Well,
you.
Thank you. I want to thank all of you for a great day. It's been awesome. Thank
Yeah.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you so much.